Welcome to Simply Excel. In this video, we're going to take a look at the COUNTIFS formula in Excel. COUNTIFS works in exactly the same way as COUNTIF, except that you can specify multiple ranges and multiple criteria. Let's start by having a look at how the formula is constructed. So you'll see where we have a criteria range and a criteria in COUNTIF. In COUNTIFS, we have criteria range 1, criteria 1, and if we were to specify those, we then move on to criteria range 2, criteria 2. Notice that criteria range 2 and onwards are optional parameters. They're in the square brackets. So we can just use this in exactly the same way as COUNTIF by specifying a single range and a single criteria. So let's take a look at a couple of examples of how we might use COUNTIFs. The first example we're going to look at is counting up all our orders for Wales in the month of March. So our first criteria range is going to be our region. We're going to select that by clicking on the top value, pressing Ctrl Shift and down arrow to select that whole column. Then we can specify Wales. For our second criteria, we're looking at month. So I'm going to click on the top value again, Ctrl Shift and down arrow to select that whole column. And we're looking at March. Close our brackets, press return, and we'll see there were 5 orders for Wales in March. As with COUNTIF, we can use numeric operators in our criteria as well. Let's take a look at how we might, for example, count the number of orders for Wales where the number of units was more than 10. Again, specify my COUNTIFS formula and open my brackets. The first criteria again is going to be region. And we're going to specify Wales. Our second criteria this time is going to be a unit sold. And this time we're going to use a numeric operator. And because we're using an operator, I do need to put that in double quotes. So double quotes, greater than 10. Close our brackets. And you see there were 45 orders for Wales where they sold more than 10 units. And finally, we're going to look at how to reference the value in a cell as our criteria. Again, we type our COUNTIFS formula in. Our criteria range is going to be our region. So Ctrl Shift and down to select all those. And this time our criteria is going to be specified in this cell here where we're going to type our region in. Our second criteria range is going to be our month. Again, I've selected that using the Ctrl Shift and down arrow. And our criteria is going to be our month, which we're going to specify in this cell here. Until we enter a region and a month in the boxes above, we're not going to get a count. Let's just pop Wales in here. And in the months, we can start with March. You see there were 5 orders in March, as we saw earlier. So if we were to change that month, for example, to May, you'll see we get our different order count. I hope you found this introduction to COUNTIFs useful. Please like and subscribe to my channel for more Excel tips. Thanks for watching.